So I repeat, qualitative measures are those which are used by RBI to correct quality of money supply in the economy instead of quantity of money supply. The first one here is margin requirement. Margin requirement actually is about the margin that a borrower has to contribute from his own pocket to take a loan. Suppose a producer wants to take a loan to purchase machine for his factory, and let's say total cost of the machine is rupees 50 lakhs. Now note that commercial banks never give 100% finance. They do not give you 100% loan. So if you want to purchase a machinery of rupees 50 lakhs by taking a loan, some amount you also have to contribute from your own pocket towards that machinery, and the remaining would be given to you by the bank. That is called margin. So let's say margin is 20%. It means 20% of 50 lakhs. That is 10 lakhs you have to contribute from your own pocket, and for remaining 40 lakhs you can have loan from the bank. Have you understood this, guys, or not?
Yes,
Atrav,
sir.
Mancha, Mahi, Manya, Mishika, Tanmay,
Yes, sir.
Gurveer, Avi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So margin is the amount that a borrower has to contribute from his own pocket towards the asset for which he wants finance, that is loan from a bank. Usually for most of the business and personal assets, maximum loan amount is 80% of the asset value. It means margin is 20%. So if a producer has to or wants to take a loan to buy a machinery costing rupees 50 lakhs, he has to contribute from his pocket rupees 10 lakhs, that is 20% of the total cost of the asset, and remaining rupees 40 lakhs would be financed by the bank. Correct, guys? Now, when the RBI finds that there is high credit offtake means taking loan from banks in a particular sector, because of which the whole economy is suffering from, or the whole economy may soon get caught into inflation, the RBI may increase the margin requirement of the loans to that sector. This discourages this forces borrowers to contribute more from their own pockets and thereby discourages them to take loans from banks. So if margin requirement is increased by the RBI from 20% to 30%, then to take a loan to purchase a machinery of rupees 50 lakhs, now a borrower has to contribute from his pocket not 10 lakhs but 30% of 50 lakhs, that is 15 lakhs, and remaining 35 lakhs would be given by the bank. And this will discourage many producers to take loans from banks, and this is how inflation can be controlled. Have you understood this, guys, or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, on the contrary, guys, if there is deflation or the RBI wants to promote credit of take in a particular sector, that is, RBI wants that in this particular sector more loans should be taken by producers, then it may decrease the margin requirement. I hope you have understood, guys. If yes, start noting it down everything from here. Credit rationing means rationing of credit by the RBI. That is, through credit rationing, the RBI may fix quotas of loans to be given by banks to particular sector or different sectors. So suppose the RBI has given a target of credit of 1000 crores by State Bank of India to construction sector, then State Bank of India will not give more than 1 lakh crores loan or 10,000 crores loan to construction sector. This is how credit offtake or availability of credit to different sectors is made possible. Otherwise, what will happen is that the sector which is in boom may have more credit offtake and others may not have any kind of credit available in the market through banks. So when RBI finds that because of some or few sectors, whether it is retail or FMCG or construction sector, because of which there is excessive demand in the economy, then the RBI may fix quota of different banks to give loans to these sectors. Am I clear, guys, or not? I'm asking all, have you understood this?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So here the RBI fixes quotas of credit availability for different sectors by each commercial bank. This keeps or this balances availability of credit for all the sectors of the economy, and no particular sector has substantial higher offtake than any other sector. With this, chances of excessive or deficient demand are tuned and controlled. I hope, guys, you all have understood this credit rationing. At times when there is higher credit offtake by a particular sector of the economy, say retail sector, the RBI may instruct banks to fix a ceiling. Ceiling means higher limit of credit to be made available to those sectors. So that is also, guys, part of credit rationing. So note down this much, guys, and then the next one, the next paragraph. The third point, guys, here is moral persuasion. Here, RBI persuades those commercial banks which are found to be aggressive in giving loans to their customers. So, when RBI finds that a particular bank is giving too much of loans to its borrowers, then it may persuade, it may request, it may instruct that commercial bank not to do so. And that is what is moral persuasion. Why commercial banks sometimes are very aggressive? Because they want to earn higher profits. Right, guys? I hope you all understand. The biggest income of a commercial bank is interest on loan given by it to its customers. This is the main source of income for commercial banks. This may not only endanger the deposits of the general public, but may also lead to inflation. In such cases, the RBI persuades such banks and instructs them to restrict loans. And the last point, guys, here is direct action. When the RBI finds that a particular bank is not following instructions of the RBI, even after repeated reminders, the RBI may cancel, may revoke banking license of that particular bank. And this is how the whole banking business of that particular bank is put to an end. Have you got this, guys, or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, guys, this is how we are done with qualitative measures also. So, fiscal policy, guys, is the policy of a government. It may be a state government or a central government. Here, we will talk about our central government only, that is, Union Government of Delhi. So, it is the policy through which the government plans its expenditure, then revenue to meet those expenditure, and if expenditure of the government are more than revenue, then how to deal with the gap between the two. And for that, usually governments take loan from the public, which is known as public debt. Have you got me, guys, or not? I'm asking, have you understood this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So fiscal policy is the policy of a government through which the government plans its total expenditure, known as public or government expenditure, for the forthcoming year or period. It also plans its revenue, that is known as public revenue or government receipts, which is required to meet planned expenditure. If there is no revenue, how expenditure would be done? That is why the government also needs to plan its revenue or receipts, and public debt, that is the loan to be taken from the public if expenditure of the government is more than its revenue. Have you got this, guys, or not?
Yes, sir.
This is how a fiscal policy has three instruments, viz. Public or government expenditure, public revenue or government receipts, and public debt. Now, these three instruments are also used by the government to control excess or deficient demand. So, how government controls excess demand or deficient demand using these three fiscal policy instruments, that we will see, guys, in our next class. So, you all note down this much, guys.